Can you spot our nation from here? Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened to the rest of our land. Well, I am. It's split between two very large empires, two powers, as it were. We start out with 34,000 people and a pitiful 8.3k. We are one of the poorest states on Earth. All of these littoral Saharan nations have a higher GDP than we do. If you're a random tribe in Southeast Asia, you have more GDP than we do. Argentina, more GDP than we do. The Native Americans are in the process of being, removed from the US and Mexico, and they still have a higher GDP than we do. But today, we are going to be trying to click this button and forming Yugoslavia. For that, we need to take off 3 provinces from the Ottomans and 7 from the Austrians. I have not put much thought into how we're going to achieve this one. I'm just going to hope that Austria sides with me when I fight the Ottomans. That's the entire idea. I think I can sway the Russians. The Russians are going to be big for us here because we don't need any of their stuff, which is kind of crucial. We're going to go ahead and research the lathe. And what do we have here? We have a trade center, some logging camps. We literally... I'm gonna get some wheat farms, but like, we don't have anything. We don't even have any logs. We built a lead mine. Oh, boy. Okay, well, let's get wheat farm going, I guess. This is so rough. Oh, God. Okay. We have nothing. We're a theocracy. Huh. I'm not gonna lie, didn't expect that one. And I'm assuming, yeah, we're a Prince Bishopric. Okay. Sure, Montenegro. Makes sense. We are stockpiling gold. Although people shouldn't pay taxes at all. Nor should we. Why do we have a consumption tax on wheat? Please, God. I don't need the money. Okay, I'm going to restart if this doesn't go well. But I'm just going to see what happens if I were to ask them to return the state immediately. I want to see if anyone will join me. Sway. Austria would. Okay, that is very, very good. I'll become their protectorate. I don't hate that. It would give me a chance to develop my economy. Yeah, okay, sure. That's fine. That's honestly fine. What I need to do is conquer all these areas now. So I need to conquer Bosnia. I could take 1 or 2, well, literally 1 more. So we're going to return this. I mean, Southern Serbia is a state. Which one's more valuable? Albania, with a GDP of 533k, or, yeah, okay, it has to be Albania. We'll get a border with Serbia. We're going to have to conquer around there to try and get more population. But a coastline is going to be very important to us, I think. We're going to have to go for like a free market economy kind of deal. Okay. So, add will go conquer state. We're going for Albania. There you go. The French were in, but they've since decided against it and gone for neutrality. Which obviously is quite useful for us. Immediately, we have the Great Hunger. We can't afford... Well, I mean, everyone's going to die. So our population is about to start. Yeah. Yeah, that's not good. There's not really much I can do. Okay, the Austrians are starting to push them back, which is nice. Thank you, Austria. Okay, so out of this, our GDP will go from 33k to above 1 million. Which, again, this will give us enough of a population to start making some moves. Hopefully. Oh no. Great Hunger really not doing too well for us. Plus, the second we hit Montenegro, we're also going to get a... What's it called? This thing. Devastation. I physically cannot build anything. That's fun. Build tool in workshop, why not? Just might as well just be building something. Great Hunger completed. Yay, we're no longer hungry. So we should be part of the Austrian market, right? Yeah, cool. I mean, that's just objectively good for us. We'll help bolster the Austrian economy before we're ready to strike. I also want to go after Serbia, Wallachia, because that is a good amount of people there. That's about, yeah. How many is that? 3 million people? For only 7 conscripts. I mean, that's just good ratios. See all the... Oh, well, there's a lot of dead Ottoman troops there, and they've all slumped on the horses. The horses are fine, though. The horses are fine. Enjoy the focus element of it. Like, you can see that, like, the back row's not in focus here. They're celebrating. Like, they've done quite a nice job on the animations here, which is cool. I do enjoy that. It's a long way from when it used to be just like two huts shooting each other. This might be the most visually interesting representation of battle Parrot's ever done. And the focus goes a long way. Like I said, the focus goes a long way, like, of immersion. But still, in your own time, chaps. Just got to take the rest of Albania, and then we're good. Hopefully, I'll be able to take more stuff from the Ottomans, because I'm not limited to just. Oh, I've unlocked myself. Technically, I'm not limited to just the Yugoslavian region. I can go for the Balkans, which I think is probably a good idea, given that this one province, for example, has 1.3 million people. Everyone here is starving. My own population is not doing too high there. Alright, the Ottomans will peace out. Excellent. So now Montenegro has a coastline and 2.3 million people. Not bad, if I might say so myself. Let's go incorporate these things. How good's our population now? Yeah, 284k in this one province. Now, I want to update these things because we can use the Austrian resources, which is nice. I'll go for softwood. I don't really need hardwood right now. I mean, that's a good amount of GDP. Okay. So what do we have here? We've got an artillery foundry and arms industry, tooling workshop, some iron mines, some logging camps, a tooling workshop here, and some mills. I don't hate this. This is quite good. What's the Austrian market lacking? Iron. Well, we have iron. And we'll research atmospheric engine then. I'm assuming you'll have coal. What I do want to do is with some decrees, violent suppression over here, and then we'll have road maintenance all over the place. One benefit of our authoritarian state is that we can issue a lot of decrees. Okay, we're going to go resource industry over here, and then we're going to promote our manufacturing in this one. I don't want to build any logging camps or any lead mines or anything else in this one. It's just going to be pure industry. That's the plan, at least. See how well that actually goes. Not well, as it would seem. That's the first time I've seen a graph that, like, slopes. Usually in Victoria 3, it looks like straight up and straight down. Like, if I have a look at the Austrian GDP, you know, it's jolts and stuff. That's the first time I've seen it go, whee! Okay, tools are expensive. Okay, let's go crude tools then. We're just not employing people. It's a lot of turmoil. Oh god, we have traditionalism. Oh, this is horrible. Okay, I need to break the... Oh my god, there's such little... I need to break the Orthodox Church. I need to break the landowners. That's also a dedicated police force, just to make everyone happy, and then we'll start making changes from there. We have a rough couple of years ahead of us, lads, as we try and sort out what we're doing. There are 216 people who like the government. Oh my god, we have some of the worst literacy. That's so bad. Okay, we have a dedicated police force. It's nice. Okay, I am gonna switch to wrought iron tools, and then we're just gonna hope that this one should be very valuable as one, because it has iron mines there. You only spend 29% on your needs. Why are you struggling then? Your needs are handled, they're dealt with. What are you complaining about? What the hell are you on about? Yeah, everything's cheap. What's wrong with you? Why is the standard of living so bad? What? Okay, it is going up over time. I'm just gonna be patient, I think. Gonna stop a revolution real quick by introducing poor laws. Okay with this? Looks like the Ottomans are losing to the Egyptians. I'm also okay with that. We are having a minor civil war. That's okay. It's the liberal revolt, which is annoying because I'm trying to appease them, but they just revolt, which is bad for me because that's gonna crush them in the government. Because I'm a puppet, they're gonna be killed mercilessly. But I enacted the poor laws, so I don't know what's wrong with them. So I wanted to attack Serbia, even though it's a terrible time. I just want to explore the possibility. They're in a different, like, apparently they're in a different section to me. I don't know why I can't do that. Oh, we have a truce with the Ottomans, and they're part of the Ottomans. Okay, my bad. That's on me. That's on me. It's not the game. That was me being stupid. Is that a treaty port I see? Yep, that's the English. They've taken Hong Kong. Also, the Sikh Empire is gone. Punjab is in its place, and a hell of a lot weaker. Oh, the Ottoman Liberal Revolt's turned up. Yeah, really not having a good time. Right, we're going to switch over to a monarchy from a theocracy, because I think, like, I mean, it gives more strength to the aristocrats, which is bad. But I don't see us switching out from traditionalism in the current state. We said that we could try. 6% chance. These are all 6% chances to progress. But I can increase that with events. What's more important, going straight to agrarianism? Or is it distribution of power. I'm gonna see if we can get this going. Sense of suffrage. It's gonna be hard. We've got, like I said, I wasn't kidding when I said we had a hard few years ahead of us. I've got to switch up the entire. What the hell's that? You know what? I don't want to know. I've got to switch up the entire fabric of our nation. At the same time as trying to economically develop it. Yeah, pivoting to the Austrian market was definitely a good choice. 100%. We would be so poorly done right now. Wait, so the Egyptian... Oh, God. Oh, that's actually good. That's really good. Because the Austrians will help us, and this will crush the aristocrats. This is amazing. Yeah, the Egyptians are pushed into the... Like, had taken out Tripolitania entirely and pushed up here. But lost because of the revolt. That's a lot of issues they've got going on. Ooh, interest group strength. Let's check out the Moroccan GDP. Ooh, kind of nasty, 1.82. Tunisian GDP. It has been going well. It's not going to be like that for much longer, but we move. Right, I'm not going to click on any more of these events until it's time. So finally building a railway, because, yeah, that's been rough the entire time. Also, we have way more taxation capacity over here. Like, Albania, I hate to say it, guys, but Albania is an incredibly prosperous province for us. Right, revolution. And now this will actually start ticking forwards. Yeah, this is a brilliant maneuver from me. I hate to compliment myself. But it's gone really well here. Really? The Austrians don't have... Oh, for God's sake. Oh, what's this? German leadership. Well, we don't actually want Austria to be too powerful here, to be honest. It'd be much better if Austria lost this, but I think they've allied with the... well, at least they're on the same side as the Russians. Alright, we've got our first election. Excellent. Now we can actually start changing some laws. Or not. Why do we still have a legitimate government? Oh, we don't. Excellent, good. Agrarianism to this. What I mean to say is we switch from traditionalism to agrarianism. Fact. Yeah, we can't do that. We've got to go agrarianism, and then we can switch out from serfdom. We'll do it all. We've got to do it before the aristocrats get their power back, though. So when's our truce up with you? Not that I particularly... Oh, okay, it's done. Not that I particularly want to nab anything from the Ottomans just yet. I really, really want to sort out my my laws and everything else first. Try and build a modern economy. Because right now, with the way that our country's set up with traditionalism, we have some nasty malices right now, like taxation capacity. Oh my god, look at all those nasty things. So the aristocrats, capitalists, and shopkeepers, which really aren't that important, don't contribute to the investment pool, so they don't really do as much. Whereas if we switch over to agrarianism, the aristocrats, it's a big swing of 75% more that they'll contribute. And also farmers will do it, and I can also subsidize things. Plus we have more production stuff, which is good. So for those of you wondering about why traditionalism is a terrible, awful system, that's why. And I'll show you also serfdom. So serfdom gives the landowners a lot of political strength, which means I probably should have done that one first. Whereas if we switch over to like tenant farmers, it halves it. And also means that, you know, we no longer have serfs. Though I do want to switch over to homesteading because it gives the people more power. And we're definitely moving more liberal. I need to try and break the landowners again. Because if I click on this lot, they're powerful. And it should show you somewhere. So with the run of the 5.4, their clout went down from 30% because obviously they're traitors. And it's going to keep on going up. So serfdom is going to be a big one there. I really should have done that one first. We have an issue with steel because I've raced ahead and done, gotten ourselves a there's some motor industries to help with the railway. Because we need to do that to access anything to do with this. Still, let's crack on with the iron mines because I want to build a better economy than this. Or at least build it from the ground up. I want it a bit more sturdy. There we go. Agrarianism is done. Which should help with our taxation capacity, which should help with our income. A lot, as you can see. Alright, so now we go over here and we are going to very quickly grab homesteading. Because it'll just get rid of the power from the aristocrats. So they won't have autocracy anymore. Yeah, they should be basically one and done. Which is why revolutions aren't necessarily a bad thing in Victoria 3. That's a great thing for sure. Why revolutions are good for Victoria? What's coal production like, I wonder? Do we have coal? Surely there's loads of coal. I mean, what's going on here? We have coal. Where's it being produced? Yeah, we're producing up north. I think there's just not enough demand for it. So my thinking is, I'm gambling now. All right, get ready for this. I'm gonna switch over you lot to this, and that means we're gonna need coal, but we're gonna produce more iron. And then I'm gonna go ahead and build a steel mill also in this state, because we're gonna need steel. I'm trying to advance. Okay, the reason we're in a weird state is usually Victoria 3. Let's say I'm playing as Tunis. You look at your base resources and what you have. So in Tunisia, that is going to be sulfur and logging camps. You have no iron or coal, which are very, very important, which is why it's terrible. And you start building up from there. You export what you have excess of, because that will help with tariffs and the prices and such. And then you import what you don't have to create things like steel, right? Steel, you need coal and iron, which is required for better tools, better artillery foundries, and this sort of stuff. The reason I want to build it here is because we have a very good iron mine here. Coal is very expensive, so I'm hoping in response, Austria is going to turn around and build more of these coal mines. That's kind of important. Us not having coal, it hurts. So right now, what I want to do is do this such that the... Oh, homestead is down. Nice. Do this such that there's an actual place where we can produce steel. Prevent Austria from building more steel mills, because if I build the steel mills, Austria won't build them because it's cheaper to get it from me because we have no tariffs and we basically have one market than to build themselves, which means when I leave, it will cripple the Austrian economy. If we do the inverse and I don't get hold of coal, when I leave, it'll cripple my economy. This is the issue here. Okay, I want to move on from agrarianism to laissez-faire because that is just better than agrarianism. Most of our construction will go to... Okay, generally I do like interventionism because you have the same amount of private construction allocation. What this means is the amount of construction that you have, 50% of it goes to your private industry that they can use and they pay for. 50% of it is used by you. In this case, 75%. I'm tempted to go laissez-faire. We're going to need it because we're going to build a more open economy. Okay, we're going to go for it. This is going to be a super liberal economy. In Victoria 3, there's loads of different ways that you can build your economies. Laissez-faire is one of them, so that means when we leave the Austrian market, we need to basically have a free market. So we basically try and adopt everyone's markets and they adopt ours. Is the simplest way I can describe that without starting to use like really boring economic terms that frankly I don't even care about. Really tooling up this economy for the future. But we are going to need coal for that. If we don't get coal, we can never leave the Austrians. Fortunately, there is a nice little base over here in southern Serbia that we can nab. Alright, let's gamble here. Okay, the Austrians have joined us in return for a treaty port. The issue with us being a puppet is that we can only get the Austrians to join in that first phase, and then afterwards they are in charge. So we can't take too much from the Ottomans. Not really want too much, I just want the coal mines, really. Hopefully it's a quick war, because we just need something. Well, actually, no, we need the Western Thrace treaty port. Christ, we are crushing them. I mean, it says I'm present, but I have an army that has 0 units. Which is very impressive, given that... Pretty sure I have a barracks over here. Yeah, I got 3 barracks. What the hell, man? I wonder where they are. There's 3,000 men that are employed that I'm paying for that I don't know where they are. Oh my god, I'm the US government. Although in their case, it's a lot more than 3,000 men, and it's more like, we misplaced a couple of nuclear bombs. That's real, by the way. The US government doesn't know where a couple of nukes are. There are 6 nuclear bombs missing. Sorry, what a weird thing. Oh, whoops. How do you miss 6 nukes? Christ. Yeah, I know I sometimes forget my keys. But the keys aren't going to decimate an entire, people. Ah, man. I don't know. People just get out of this understanding of, the whole Soviet and US nuclear systems of, how do I say this? Ooh, what investment? Strong to... Why would I invest in Austria? Why would I do that? No. Domestically. Yeah, people have this idea of, these nuclear things being gently trained, that sort of thing. But it's just a mess of inefficiencies. 32 nuclear mishaps happened. They're called broken arrows. I don't know why I'm even talking about this. Cool, we've got southern Serbia. Let's violently suppress it. But importantly, they have coal. And I need coal. Okay, the economy might look like it's in a bad state right now, but I just lost a little bureaucracy because I just changed around to a a presidential republic. So that's where we're at right now. We're a democratic republic, which is nice. Even though everyone hates the guy they voted in. Why would you do this? He suffers from an illness of the mind. And he's reserved. Why was he voted in then? You all voted for him. Yeah, that's why we're losing money. Because this is like a 100% tax waste thing. So, yeah. I just gotta wait until this is sorted out. There you go. It's starting to go down now. Plus, I'm integrating Southern Serbia. It's like, I made a calculated decision. I'd rather go into debt now. Like, I'm basically deficit spending. See, that's the beauty of Victoria 3. You could just say all manner of economic terms and pretend you know what you're doing. But never forget that in November 10th, 1950, a B-5 jettisoned a Mark IV bomb over the St. Lawrence River near the Rivière du Loup, about 300 miles northeast of Montreal. The weapon's high explosive detonator impact, and the explosion scattered nearly 100 pounds or 45 kilograms of uranium. The plane later landed safely at an US Air Force base in Maine. They dropped 50 kilograms of uranium on the Canadians. One of the favorite stories my lecturer ever told me about, because we talk about nuclear power, which is a very, very good thing, right? But there's a big scare around it, mainly because people handle it terribly. For example, with the US's nuclear waste, what they did is they chucked it over here, right, in the sea, in the bay, in lead-lined, concrete-wrapped barrels, right? That was the idea, and then it's trapped. But they were floating, so they didn't sink. And then the US went, damn, how do we make this nuclear waste sink? And they strafed it. They strafed it to make holes in the barrels for the nuclear waste to sink it. Oh, it's brilliant. Whew. So if you're ever having a rough day, go on Google, like, nuclear, like, how the US, we know, like, the reason I'm laughing at the US is because we don't know about the Soviet ones, because obviously they didn't release stuff, because authoritarian state and all. But it's good fun. This stuff's great. 1993, apparently, the US nuclear-powered submarine collided with a Russian Delta III nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine. They're both vessels reported only minor damage, but two submarines just bumped into each other. Can you imagine that moment where you accidentally bump into a US or Russian submarine? Like, what are you doing here? It's like a Spider-Man meme. So I'm like, okay, right, I'll probably do one or two more in the video and then I'm done. But these things are too funny, man. Okay, we're about to get our bureaucracy back because of this government administration. And then we'll start making money again. I'll probably wait until we go positive. Our standard of living is shot up from like the 6 it was before, because people now have, the right to vote. I'm strong into investing domestically. Why do we keep on wanting to invest in Austria? I couldn't trust them to build more coal mines. We've got to build it ourselves. Austrian economy is 30.8 GD million. It's actually pretty good. It's not terrible. The Russians, very good. Oh, there's the American Peasant Revolution. From President Patrick Gurney versus Eustace Bradley, the slaver. Wait, you guys are... The South is rising up against a slaver? Guys? Wait, maybe this guy's a slaver as well. Yeah, legacy slavery. That's fine. Okay. There are no good guys in this fight. Alright, we've got engines. Look at this. The economy's sorting itself out. Our economy is absolutely booming right now. And we just enacted per capita taxation. So whenever I want, I can nip on over here and draw even. As part of the whole laissez-faire thing, I'm trying to keep taxes low so that people have more money to spend on the construction. So massively invested in our construction sector. And then I'm just waiting for them to do their thing, basically. We have iron, we have wood, we have coal, which is the basis for our economy. Basically, the only concern I have is sulfur, which I would get for the Tunisians, but they are in a defensive pact with Austria-Hungary. And the Pope. So they've done quite well there. The GDP is 2.08. Well done, lads. Well done indeed. Morocco's is 2.68. So those two giants of, well, industry, I guess we'll call them. Also, there's the Second Republic going on. With an interesting flag. Oh, Heavenly Kingdom has conquered the entirety of... I've never actually seen that before. Still traditionalism, but it looks like they're trying to go for agrarianism. Cool. Oh, there you go. I looked away from France for like 5 seconds. There's already a revolt. Yeah, standard France, really. Right, I'm trying to get some explosives going. Just because I think that's going to help with our iron mines and such. Yeah, definitely only sulfur. Love some. Where would I go to get sulfur? There's not any in the Balkans, is there? Ah, it's basically a powder keg, right? Ah, sulfur shortage. And I can't import any. Wallachia and Greece. Okay. I'll go ahead and rival Wallachia such that I have the ability to damage our relations with them. Uniting Serbia would be good because I've already incorporated one half of it. There's just some iron mines in there. That'd be quite useful. But Wallachia is the real prize. It's got coal, iron, and sulfur and aluminum camps. That's a phenomenal. And silk? Christ, that's a beautiful place. Well, I'll be seeing you soon. But don't let that distract you from the fact that in 1980, an Air Force repairman dropped a heavy wrench socket, which rolled off a work platform and fell towards the bottom of the silo. The socket bounced and struck the missile, causing a leak from a pressurized fuel tank. The complex and surrounding area were evacuated, and a team of specialists was called in to check it out. About 8.5 hours after the initial puncture, fuel vapors within the silo ignited explosive and exploded. The explosion fatally injured one member of the team. 21 others were injured. There wasn't any radioactive contamination in that one. But yeah, some dude dropped a wrench and it killed a man. Do you think he gets fired for that? Presumably, right? Like, doing maintenance and killing a man, that's probably to do it. Making money, this is nice. Landowners expressed to pass National Guard. No, you're like... I mean, you're kind of politically relevant, unfortunately. The clout has increased a lot. Honestly, I'm actually okay with it. I'll pass National Guard. I can include everyone in this government. Great. Everyone has access, so they're just going to keep on improving their standard of living, which is nice. That's a lovely graph. Oh, Austria-Hungary's bankrolling us. That's kind. Still need even more coal and also more tools. Yeah, this whole gamble didn't work. Let's go back to that. Let's grab ourselves this then. Give us more fertilizer plant throughput, which I don't think that we use. Right, we're going to go ahead and attempt to fight the Serbs. I want to head into Wallachia after this as well. Wallachia is a puppet of Moldova. How did that happen? You're so much bigger than him. How did you let this happen? Alright, we're just gently pushing in. I'm making some moolah. And there we go. That should be Serbia done. There we go. Oh, we could declare a state. Oh, look at that. Right, well, that's perfect timing. Danubia. Right, we're going after Wallachia. Try and secure those sulfur mines. Right, well, that's Moldavia and Wallachia dealt with. There we go. Wallachia done. Alright, gives us access to the sulfur. It's at this point we need to start thinking about Austria-Hungary and how we're going to go about playing into this. We've got to hope that someone else is going to go after Austria-Hungary. Because otherwise I'm kind of dead. Fortunately, only Saxony and Tunis are his defensive allies. Okay, I've got to think. So what do we need? Slavonia, Croatia, Slovenia. Okay, run this sort of stuff. Okay, cool. Alright, let's give this a go. Independence. Okay, Prussia and the Ottomans will join. That's excellent. Okay, obligation. We'll take that. Okay, so we managed to get the French in as well, which is good for war operations. So we're going to get a couple provinces and independence. Issue is we are out of the market now. So now we need to figure out how we're going to do this. Going through exporting as much as I can. The Ottomans are actually a really good trade partner here. Lead we could produce ourselves. Dyes, I think we can produce ourselves as well. Okay, we've got to fix a couple of things. Okay, we're a protectorate, so we still contribute, which is really stupid. Okay, I'm gonna wait until after this to fix my economy. I'm outside of the market, but I still give them convoys for some reason. Oh boy, we got shortages all over the place. There's a typing peasant revolt. We need dyes. Oh, this is gonna be rough. So we've stalled on this front. So we're just waiting for the Prussians to push through. Okay, cool. We're starting to do it now. Alright, there we go. Excellent. Alright. So now we actually have a ton of convoys. We need to start figuring out how we're going to do this. We have free market economy, which is very important. Just going to import everything we need. We'll build everything else. Something just happened that exploded my economy. I have no idea what just... Oh, it's the typing market just collapsed. The Russians have taken out the type. Okay, I've got to hold on. Jesus Christ. This is the issue with having your economy based off of other people. Alright, we need to go up against Austria-Hungary again, but... Jesus, look. I need to retool all of this, please. Let's see. The Tunisian GDP is actually recovered to post-Ottoman levels, so, I mean, very impressive. There's 200k difference between Morocco and Tunis. Meanwhile, the British GDP is phenomenal. I have a larger GDP than the Ottomans, which is great. We have a lot of interest that we can use. Oh my god, we're 10th rank power. Nice. Look how many interests we have. What's going on over here? Conquer Crete. Oh, the British are in India. Oh god. Return Sinai. Conquer Blue Nile. Where the hell is Blue Nile? Where is... Why would you want that? That you don't... What? What? Oh, you do have a connection there. Okay. The United States is trying to invade Prussia with Russian help. Oh god, that's a lot of stuff going on. What the hell did you do? What the... What? Return Rhineland. Okay, so you're... Okay. It's for the Rhineland. Prussia's actually doing bits. Oh wait, the Americans are invading Russia. That makes more sense. Also, our economy's recovered. It's almost as big as Spain's. The Albanian market might be one of the best in the world. So who's above me in the rankings? The Netherlands. Oh, presumably because of the navy. I'm going to use the obligation to get Moldova into my customs union. I'm also going to do the same thing for Greece. Just more people to sell to. I mean, the world is our customs union, really. How many trade routes we have. Trade agreement with French Republic, sure. I mean, it literally doesn't matter to us. What's this? What are you trying to do? Eastern Thrace Treaty Port. Okay, we're going to go for this now. Alright, we're sitting tight, but this war of attrition is honestly horrible. But we're making money, at least. We're pretty much holding and just waiting for the Russians to push in. So, one thing that I've realized is that the Austro-Hungarian economy was more based on mine than I thought. Because we have a free market economy, after I left Austro-Hungary, they just kept on trading with me. Which means that whilst I've been fighting them, whilst we've been at a standstill and I've not been able to push at all, their economy has been completely destroyed. So, provided we don't surrender, and our manpower is horrible, that's why I can't push, to be clear. If you look over here, where right now it's sitting at half manpower, it's not looking great for us. But I'm pretty sure their economy is collapsing. Like, they've dropped 5 million in the last year, whereas ours is pretty healthy. Organized crime suppress and bankrolling press campaign. That's not going to help them either. Austria-Hungary is in default. There we go. Lovely. That's just going to make it worse and worse. Oh, we immediately declare bankruptcy. Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. There we go. They've capitulated. Now we just need one more, I believe. Oh, wait, no. Those are optional, which means that Yugoslavia can be formed. Having broken free the yoke of the Ottoman and Austrian empires, the Slavic people of the Balkans have united into a single nation. Look at that, we did it! Huh, if we can increase our prestige, we'll become a great power. If I do that, will it do it? We become a great power immediately, taking ahead of the Austro-Hungarians who have lost 10 million in GDP. Excellent. It's been a very strange game today. Peru-Bolivia has taken out Brazil. That's good to see. But otherwise, chaps, this has been great. So, if you have any more campaigns you want me to do, let me know in the comments down below. This was suggested by one of you. Make sure to like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Huge shout out to my Patreons. Most importantly, Redguard76, Lewis Wright, Ryan B, Atreides, Blenderman, Crilly, Ghostwolf, JadeOut52, Sjalmi, Luque, Matthew McHugh, Mike473, Mikey Lewis, Original, ShadowSinger, and Tom. Your support means a lot, guys. Also here, why not watch another video? I mean, it's right there. Just click on it.